Welcome to a new video on my Raspberry Pi 3B in combination with the PiXtend PLC for Programmable Logic Control. Raspberry Pi is running Ubuntu Linux, not really Ubuntu Raspbian, which is a version of Ubuntu Linux. And one of the properties is that you can control the PLC with the Raspberry Pi using analog input and output, digital input and output, serial interface, CAN bus, pulse modulation, relays, but it starts today, this video, with a problem because I can't connect to it. Checking everything, and that remains a problem, and the only connection that I have is with this network cable. My router says the IP address is alright, but I can't connect. Possibility would be with a serial cable, but in the past it has shown that that is not really possible, and I have to go through the Raspberry Pi. So the question is how to do that, and I still haven't figured out that one. So Murphy visiting, and then I of course mean Murphy's Law. So let's see how I can figure this out. And engineering and computers never cease to amaze me. I have been trying a lot of times to make contact to this board with a different cable, but it doesn't matter. Why doesn't that matter? Because I have also to test switched on my Raspberry Pi 2 B+, which is this one actually. Different IP address. This is 209, this is 205. With the cable that was on here. So, how do I know? Well, because I can check it here, and this is, by the way, a Minicom terminal. Minicom terminal to my Raspberry Pi 2, which is, by the way, right over there. This one. So that one worked instantly, at least via the serial port. Then, having logged in via the serial port, I check for the network, which is 205. Which then works, and then I say, okay, let me try this board again, this connection, which is 209, and yes, it starts to ping because this is positive response, and if I scroll back, then it says host unreachable. And what did I do except restarting it? Nothing. Checking the cable, nothing. So now I have, okay, port 22, and I'm logging in, and I'm in. So now I am right here. So why does this happen? I have no clue. So anyway, I can close this one for now. What do I have to do? Well, I'm starting the VNC viewer, which is this one. Otherwise I cannot start it, and I said I would like to put a serial port on this one information tells me it can be done. However, due to the voltage difference, 5 volts versus 3.3 volts, not a good idea. Well, this can be between 5 and 12 volts, but this goes to converter adapter, which gives 5 volts, and 5 volts over 3.3 is exit 3.3. So not a good idea to put it straight on here. Now, and I'm on. So how weird is this? Very weird. Yeah, Murphy's Law, and again I have no clue why this is going like this. Also, I connected the HDMI to DVI cable to this monitor, but except for the green light that is receiving signal, the screen remains black. So not so nice either. Anyway, I'm connected. Now that I have made connection, I come to the original intent of this episode, which is comparing C with Python, or rather the other way around, comparing Python with C, because so far I have been experimenting with Python, but another language, programming language, is C. And so in the documentation I found some programming examples, of which I am just taking one, and then let's see whatever I can do with it. So this is just a small example I took from the example, a small piece of course, and let's see if and how it will end up. And let's see, and then minus O for the output that I want, which is, this is the name of the output I want. Undefined reference for SPI setup. Really? That's weird. I should have checked it, but this is nicer to do. So I follow every example and then it goes wrong. So I have to check this. And this is getting interesting because I made no mistake in the code. What does happen though is that it clearly tells that there are undefined references, which means that it can't find the PiXtend. And the PiXtend library is necessary because these are in the library. Then, where is the library to be found? In /user/local/include. Then, what's the path? And include is not in the path. Let me check again. Nope. No such file or directory. So this makes it almost necessary to make this a fixed path and see what happens then. So I exclude this one and I include with a true path, which is usually not necessary, but let's just check. User local include and then PiXtend.h for header, and that should do the trick, although it should be not necessary. So let's check again. Really? Here's a surprise. So, did I make a mistake? User local include PiXtend.h, or is it somewhere else as well? I don't think so. Nope. Nowhere else. So that is it. That is the location, and even this says it's not there. So this should be it. Unexpected things today. And as long as it doesn't work, everything, well, as long as it doesn't compile, it won't work, clearly. And that's the difference between C and Python. And if you've watched my older videos on the Raspberry Pi 1 and 2, you've seen that I have done many of those experiments in the past. Python goes well until it encounters an error, and C doesn't do anything until all errors in the code have been saved, have been solved. Not saved, but solved. So the question, how to go on with this? And that's a very good point, without an answer at this moment. Unfortunately, I would have liked to have this to work. So, starting with a mysterious connection error, which in a weird way got solved. Still no clue why. I say thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion, which is very much appreciated. You can support me by becoming a patron and have your name mentioned on my website and with my videos, and becoming a co-producer, depending on the pledge you make. And if you don't want to do that, you can also make a donation via PayPal or via IBAN. This is obviously going to be continued, because why doesn't it work in C? Why doesn't it compile? But that's for next time. For now, have a nice day, take care, bye bye.